Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Lincoln Memorial University, where men's soccer is about to take place here at the LMU Soccer Complex. It is the opening match of the home season for the Lincoln Memorial University Rail Splitters, who come into this afternoon's action against the Falcons from the University of Montevallo with a 1-2-1 record. Montevallo comes in at 2-2. Now, the two teams have some familiar history with each other, and I've alluded to this most of the week throughout our sports broadcast. In fact, LMU and Montevallo used to be sister members in the Gulf South Conference back in the mid-portion of the first decade in 2000. That kind of turned in a very ironic and somewhat coincidental way back in 2007 when the two teams met in the NCAA Division II National Semifinals down in Orange Beach, Alabama. LMU, of course, winning that match 1-0 when Marcelo Galafasi, now coincidentally the head athletic trainer at the University of Montevallo, connected with LMU's Guy Alves to put LMU up 1-0, giving them the match in overtime and propelling them into the 2007 NCAA Division II National Championship. Since that time, LMU has won one match and has had one tied by the Falcons. The Falcons are winless against Lincoln Memorial since the 2007 National Semifinals. So they come in today having lost to their another former Gulf South Conference sister, the Chargers from the University of Alabama, Huntsville, a common opponent of LMU's this year. The Falcons lost 3-0. LMU lost, of course, 3-2 in overtime. They also have another common opponent in Eckerd College, a Peach Belt member, and apparently Montevallo thumped Eckerd 6-0. LMU, of course, lost, again, 3-2 in overtime. And with that in mind, we're a little bit away from the opening touch of today's match. Let's take a brief 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll talk with Helio Dana about the Falcons today as the Rail Splitters open the home schedule here on the LMU Soccer Complex field. Back after this.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
Juggling my family schedule is a full-time job. Between school, dance practice, work, there's little time left to worry about much else. That's why I use real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. With real-time banking, I know that when I make a deposit, the money goes straight to my account. No delays, no waiting, no wondering. And I get to focus on what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access, real-time banking. From Home Federal Bank, always within reach.
Welcome back. Helio Dana joins me now for pregame coverage here as the Rail Splitters prepare to take on the Falcons from the University of Montevallo. Coach, there's a long history between LMU and Montevallo that goes way back into the days of the Gulf South Conference. No stranger to the style of play that they have. They're now in the Peach Belt. We're now in the SAC, but boy, don't we have some history with them in the semifinals of the 2007 NCAA National Tournament.
Yeah, some of that footage I still play to this day. You know, sometimes you're kind of having a rough day, and then you play that 2-minute footage, and everything works good. But great program, you know. I have tremendous amount of respect for them. You know, even beyond that 2007, there was a final in 2004, I believe, or 5 in a conference, incredible games, and even during regular season in the GSC, we've always had battles. So I have nothing but respect for the program.
There's so many similarities between Lincoln Memorial and Montevallo this year. One of those similarities happens to be their common opponents. Of course, both have played the University of Alabama, Huntsville. Unfortunately for both, they have fallen to the Chargers. Today, both teams come together in an effort to try to pick things up from a regional standpoint and get back on the winning track.
Yeah, the thing about soccer is it makes no sense. So you cannot just read what a common score coming to the game will look like, but every day is a different day. You know, even if you mention the loss that Montevallo had to Huntsville took only 3 shots in goal and won 3-0. Montevallo took 19 shots. So you cannot, this sport sometimes makes no sense.
Your men's team is as battle-tested early in the year as I've ever seen any of your teams. I mean, you've played to extra minutes in 3 of your 4 matches, your most recent, of course, with Coker. Conference matchup this past Saturday, you played to a 2-2 tie. Today you're going to take on a Falcon team, as you alluded to earlier in the week to me in an audio interview, that just lost to the Chargers of UAH. So that said, going into today's match, what else do we know about the Falcons?
Well, they're almost the same team as last year. Even with the people that they lost, they kind of recruited people with similar characteristics. You know, they have a big forward, which is a new forward from last year, but very similar. So they're a strong team. They like to play what they call the channels, which is basically through the wings and high speed. If they go direct, they go to the big forward that drops to the middle, that goes to the wings. So it's in a way a predictable pattern, but it's very hard to defend. And they're a high pressure team, so they'll come hard at us.
It's been a long first 4 matches of the season for your men, going out on the road on those matches. One of them was on a neutral site, but I know that you're eager, and I'm sure your team's eager to get started here at home today.
Yeah, I mean, really, when anybody looks at our scheduling this year, I don't want to go through what I went last year, which is have an incredible, strong season, and at the end, be looking at my kids and being told you're not going internationals because you didn't play strong enough a schedule. So we did it this year. So you just said, you know, we put them through a ton of stress and battle-like games, but hopefully to not only get us prepared for the run in the conference, but to give us a chance at the end to have strength of schedule and hopefully results to go along with it to give us a chance to go to nationals.
Now, Montevallo knows that one of LMU's main strengths over the years has been its defensive effort, but I don't think it's anybody's secret that the main offensive threat is Mario Pinto. He's a guy that usually, as he goes, LMU goes, but as you've alluded to a couple other times in previous interviews, we've got other weapons this year. George Byrne has been one of those guys who's come up to the top in that category.
Well, I'll put 3 guys in that category. George, and he's something of a novelty in our team because he's a big center forward. We've always had small technical center forwards. You know, Pedro Villa stepped up to a different level. He's already scored a couple of goals, and we added 2 very, very creative midfielders on Alexandre Leão and Léo da Silva. And all of these guys can score. So now Mario has a little more, he's sharing attention because in the past it was all about Mario, you know, and this is giving him a little more room.
Now, typically in the past years, you've had that possession style offense, and you've thrown in an even bigger mix of European players here in the last few years than you had back in the early days of coming to the Lincoln Memorial University program. Most of that possession tends to run through the center mid. Who's running that right now, and how's that working out for you here in the early season?
Yeah, I mean, it's never about where you're from or what language you speak. It's about what kinds of players we recruit, because we have some incredible, talented Americans as well, but it's about technical players that can possess and that will play through the middle, will play kind of east and west, if you will, whereas most teams will play south and north, if that makes any sense. But formations will always vary on any given day, but the style of play is that.
Well, Coach, we're certainly looking forward to having you here at home today. We're looking forward to the match. Wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to talking with you in the postgame.
Thank you.
Helio Dan and the Rail Splitters, just minutes from now, will take on the Falcons of the University of Montevallo. Weather conditions today shaping up pretty nice. Nice conditions, nice temperatures in terms of the weather out there, low humidity. So looks to be an interesting matchup between the Rail Splitters and the Falcons, and that rain chance is diminishing even as we speak. So hopefully that we'll move on out of here and we'll have a clean match today. We're going to take this brief break. When we come back, we'll look at the starting lineup. You're on the LMU Sports Network. Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
And again, we welcome you back to the LMU Soccer Complex, where the Lincoln Memorial University men's soccer team prepares for their home opener here today. And they'll take on the Falcons of the University of Montevallo. Rusty Peace here with you for your play-by-play coverage. Let's run down the starting lineup. First of all, for the visiting Falcons, 2-2 on the season under the direction of head coach Bruce Ditterly. The starting lineup looks like this. In the net, it'll be Brendan Ledgeway. At midfield, Kyle Stuller. At defense, Thomas Davis. Defender, Ricky Davey. Also, Remy Millard at midfield. Gary O'Neill starts at defender. Nick Sebo at defender. Bruno Mbamala at the forward position. Also at forward, Alex Morton, Ram Galad at midfield, and Jeffrey Hessenberger at forward. For the Rail Splitters, under the direction of head coach Helio Dana, it looks like this. Marcel Bavanitz at goalkeeper. Callum Holm will start at defender. Yuri Passos at midfield. Leonardo De Silva at forward. George Byrne also starts at forward. Mario Pinto, keep that name in mind, folks. He is a scorer. He is a midfield forward. Alejandro Leao at the midfield forward position. Harry Solomons at defensive and forward. Also, Nathaniel Johnson will be a defensive midfielder. And Pedro Villa, midfield forward. And Gus Rivera will start at midfield defense. Rail Splitters 1-2-1 after this weekend's tie with Coker University. The Falcons at 2-2 after losing to the University of Alabama Huntsville. LMU, of course, also lost to UAH recently. But Huntsville putting it on the Falcons 3-0, whereas LMU lost 3-2 in overtime. And then, of course, early in the year, Montevallo beat Eckerd. That final 6-0. Eckerd bounced back to beat LMU 3-2 in overtime. Set to get underway here on the LMU campus. This is the home opener for the Rail Splitters. Of course, this weekend, the Lincoln Memorial University men and women play host to the Wolves of Newberry College here at the LMU Soccer Complex, and we certainly hope that you'll come out and show your support for both teams. We are underway here in Harrogate. Glad to have you with us for this LMU home opener. This is our first men's soccer broadcast since the 07 semifinal, so coincidentally it was against the Falcons of the University of Montevallo. That was an audio broadcast. This is our first ever video effort, and we certainly hope you'll enjoy it through the LMU Sports Network. LMU gaining possession in the backfield, trying to get its shape right now, and Montevallo pressing hard early. Both teams jostling here. There's Holm clearing it out of the backfield, and that'll go out of play to Montevallo. The throw-in will come from the near side of the field, and that's Nick Sebo. Sebo out of Lafayette, Louisiana, a 6-foot senior. The men's game so much faster than what we see on the women's side of things, but the skill level is very equal when you think in terms of the men's and women's play. Bavanitz coming out there to snag that one, and now LMU trying to get its shape again. This is Solomons. Sends a pass up the near sideline. Great run by Pedro Villa, and now he's got a battle with the defender and then crosses one into the box, and that's going to be snatched up by the keeper. Nice composure by Brendan Ledgeway of Montevallo, and now the Falcons go on the attack out of the backfield. Pass to the far side, that's Gary O'Neill. Now over to Davey. Davey will take over, pressure from Byrne. Long pass, stepping up on it was Holm, and he misplayed it. And now Montevallo with a opportunity right outside the 18, but it was denied by Lincoln Memorial. There's a shot by the Falcons at the top of the 18, and I believe that was Bruno Mbamala. Just underway here in Harrogate. Holm trying to send it up the field. I talked with Marcelo Galafasi, who is the head athletic trainer now at University of Montevallo, former player for Helio Dana. And we've talked so many times about the Dana style of play, which mimics the Brazil style of play in possession. But LMU has some possession formations, and they have some direct formations. As Galafasi told me, Montevallo has played a lot of direct in recent matches and years, but they have gone more so to the direct style of play rather than the possession style of play. This is Gillett. Cross into the box. This intended for Morton. He pulls it down, sends one across in front of the keeper, and that'll ride out of play, and that'll be a goal kick for the Rail Splitters. Excellent conditions today for soccer. Nice cool temperatures. We're down a little bit above 70 degrees. No rain in the area at this time. There was some forecast for about a 40% chance earlier. Did receive a brief shower or two, but right now it seems to have lifted and cleared out. Here's Barvanets. Goal kick out of the box, and that is a beauty. Byrne challenges, and now it's Montevallo that comes away with the ball. This is Millard. Stolen away by Lincoln Memorial, and the pass up the field intended for Pinto as he trots down the far sideline. Pinto making a move, crosses into the box. Nobody there. Reeled in by Lincoln Memorial. That's Villa from the near side, and he's denied. Ball knocked out of play. That'll be Lincoln Memorial possession. The throw-in will come in near side of the field from Harry Solomons. Solomons looking for an option. Finds Byrne, the big forward. Villa contests. Ball into the inside the box. Crossed by Byrne and kicked out of play by Montevallo. They really had no other choice there. Everything dangerous in that area, and the Rail Splitters were absolutely pressuring. So Solomons will have another throw-in from the near side of the field. Byrne can't get to it, and that ball's cleared out by Montevallo. Stepping up on it was Home. And now Yuri Passos battles far side of the field, and that'll go out off of Montevallo again. Good crowd still showing up in attendance for today's home opener here for the Rail Splitters. Home coming in from behind, and the referee giving a foul to the Rail Splitters on Home. Well, the Rail Splitters will drop back and get their defensive position. That ball just across midfield, far sideline. A little better than 5 minutes into this one. Single match this afternoon. We've got a doubleheader on tap for this weekend. Long ball to the top of the box. A little pushing going on down there by the two teams. No call by the referee. Cross into the box. Barvanets comes out and snags it. Now the outlet over to the near side. This is Solomons on the run. Finds Passos. Nice looking flick. Pedro Villa. And Villa will clear it out as that appears to be Nick Sabot who will throw it in for Montevallo. Solomons looking for help. Knocked out by Johnson. Nathaniel Johnson, a 6-foot sophomore out of London, England. Played at St. Dunstan's College before coming to Lincoln Memorial. Or attended St. Dunstan's. Goal kick for the Falcons now as LMU will drop back over to get defensive positioning. 38:04 remaining here in the first half. For practical purposes, just underway. Both teams have had situations where they've had it close. There's a headshot knocked away. A non-keeper save by Gus Rivera. He headed it out of the box. Gus Rivera just in the right place at the right time. And that was a bullet dodged by the rail splitters there. That was an excellent shot by the Falcons. Falcons keeper Brendan Ledgeway sending one upfield. And here's De Silva. Flick pass to Passos. No pun intended. Over to Pedro Villa. Over to Byrne. The extra pass, and it's picked up and intercepted by Gary O'Neill. Ball knocked into the backfield. Johnson touches it over to the LMU keeper. And Barvanitz will go the opposite way over to home. Rivera going up for the challenge. Rivera had knocked it away momentarily. Possession time has been relatively equal, although Montevallo is starting to take somewhat of an upper hand. Byrne contesting down the field after a great ball. Pinto being pushed off the ball a bit and looks to the linesman for a possible call. No call. Felt like he had been handled a little physically. Here's Morton. Over to Stuller. Stolen back by Lincoln Memorial. That's Yuri Passos. Johnson steps up on it. Making a run across midfield up to Pinto, stolen away. And now it's Gillard that will get rid of it from Montevallo. Falcons on a run up the far side. It's Thomas Davis. And that ball knocked out of play. That'll be another goal kick for Montevallo. The talent level on these two teams is just incredible when you think in terms of the region. Both have backed off of nobody in region play. Lincoln Memorial and, of course, Montevallo in two different conferences as opposed to what they were less than 10 years ago, both in the Gulf South at that point. Now one Peach Belt, one South Atlantic. Cross into the box, headed out by Johnson. Montevallo retaining possession. And the ball comes back to Stuller. He'll work the near side, up to O'Neill. He's backed out by Byrne. Now away to Gillard, back over to O'Neill. And that ball knocked out of play by Lincoln Memorial. A dangerous play right there, but no call by the official. Cross into the box, headed away by LMU, and this is Passos up to Byrne. Falcons doing a nice job of just kind of flicking it around, and that's that possession style of play that we talked about. Here's Hessenberger, first touch that I've seen him make this match. Johnson heads one out off the top. Rivera battling on the far side. Top of the box, here's Mbamala, and that one's going to go wide left. That'll be a goal kick for Lincoln Memorial, so a shot taken by the Falcons, but not on frame. Each team with one shot on goal thus far. So Marcel Barvanitz will send one up the field. Byrne goes up for the challenge, but Montevallo wins it. Touch pass into the box, and again Barvanitz comes out, and he'll finally pick it up with a little bit of token pressure from Bruno Mbamala.
Sabot with the long ball. Johnson heads it away. Challenge at about 1/3 field. Lincoln Memorial will drop back again defensively. The throw-in will come from Sabot. Throws it toward the top of the box. No room to turn and fire. And finally cleared by Callum Holm on a long kick up the field. Montevallo keeper way, way out of the box. He's either very brave or very stupid. I'm not sure which, but that one could have gotten away from him had it not taken the bounce that it did. Alex Morton, I beg your pardon, that's going to be Harry Solomons that has the throw in for LMU. Our side now, Rivera getting pressure over there from Hessenberger. Pinto forced to back it across midfield. Now turns and heads up the far sideline. Nice run by Pinto. Pass to Rivera. Nice looking pass. The flick is not on the money, but he had a great idea right there. Pinto a little disappointed, but Rivera did all he could do under the circumstances. Pass up to Morton on the near sideline at midfield. And now a whistle by the referee, as that foul will be on Lincoln Memorial just here on the close sideline. No card, but a very hard foul. No substitutions yet either. 30-13 remaining in the first half. Still scoreless, each team with one shot on goal. This will be Davis to take the kick for Montevallo. Sends one toward the box. Byrne got a piece of it and looked like that might have hit him in a bad spot. He is still down, and that ball goes out. They're trying to determine whose ball it is. I think it's going to be Lincoln Memorial, but Byrne is trying to shake out the cobwebs. Looked like he might have taken that in the groin area. Flick near the top. Dangerous position. Interception pass. And that is going to be Solomons on the run, and he has got nothing but carpet in front of him. Great touch pass to Pinto. Pinto in the box. Shot to the right side, and it's in! Mario Pinto from Harry Solomons, and LMU is on top 1-0 with 29:03 to play here in the first half. What a great run by Harry Solomons after stepping in front of that pass and taking it all the way across midfield to make that play. Pinto is a guy you do not want to be one-on-one with, and that's exactly what happened. Once he blew past the second defender, he was 1v1 with the final defender and the keeper, and he slipped it past the keeper to the far post. Great effort by the Rail Splitters on that transition break, if nothing else. I can't think of a better term, because just a great defensive effort started by Solomons. Just like that, LMU on top 1-0. You know, typically they said years ago that LMU, regardless of the sport, did not travel well in the Gulf South Conference. Folks, it's only about 4.5 hours from here to Birmingham. Montevallo a little bit south of that, let's say 30 minutes. So a 5-hour trip. There's a foul on Montevallo as the takedown. We're not wrestling, but the takedown will be credited to Kyle Stuller. He will not get 2 points for that takedown. But about a 5-hour trek up from the South Birmingham area, Calera, for Montevallo, and sometimes that's a tough track. This is Morton. Passes across the field. Sabot. Beg your pardon. That is Hessenberger. Taken away by Rivera. Rivera, the long ball, right down the middle. Headed away by the Falcons. And picked off by Stuller. And now here's a run for the Falcons. Shot past the keeper, and just like that, we're tied. Alex Morton scoring the goal, and we're tied 1-1. LMU caught napping a little bit. We got a couple of guys who are pulling back on the toes down there, one of which is Nathaniel Johnson. And it makes me wonder, are we cramping up at this time? Defense has been the rail splitter's strength in recent years. And in that particular case, that goal came just about as easy as the rail splitter scored that one a minute ago. So we're tied 1-1. 27:40 remaining here in the first half. Here's Johnson in the backfield. Swing pass to the near sideline. Solomons asking for some help. Sends one up, picked off again by the Falcons. Gillett has it cleared out by Johnson. And that'll be a throw in for the Falcons near sideline. Morton sends it into the box, head shot, and that one wide left. And it looked like, I'm assuming that's Jeffrey Hessenberger, possibly collided with LMU's Marcel Bravanitz. And now he's trying to shake out the cobwebs. Bravanitz, glad to see him get up, gives him a pat on the chest. So a goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. On its way, and a challenge at midfield. Byrne going up with him. Great job by LMU's Yuri Passos. Foul on the Falcons. That'll be credited to Kyle Stuller as he completely knocked LMU's Pedro Villa to the ground. Yuri Passos will step up and try to get something going again for Lincoln Memorial. Of course, Pinto was an All-American, Daktronics All-American a year ago, having scored 21 goals. Lob into the keeper's box, punched out. Passos sends it back in. Nothing but white shirts. Holmes turns and fires, and that's going to go either wide right or above the crossbar. Getting back to Pinto, he was a Division II Daktronics All-American a year ago. And so you know that he can score, and I'm sure that Montevallo is aware of that. But you got to give him a little bit of help out there. And you give him a 1v1 situation or even a 1v2, and he's got a better than average chance of scoring it. Substitution now for the Falcons. Stephen Diddick into the lineup. A 6'3 junior out of Hudson, Florida. He'll move into a defensive position. Here's Hessenberger, far sideline. Taken away from behind by Rivera. Home trying to do the dance over there. And stolen back by the Falcons. Rivera gets it back. Now Hessenberger steals it away. Falcons trying to work the near side of the field. Rivera heads it out of play, far sideline. So a throw in for the Falcons. Tied at 1. We're under the 25-minute mark. 24-26 remaining here in the first half. Keeper again way out of the box for Montevallo. Sends one deep. Home heads it out of the box. And a shot by Ram Gillett. And that's going to be a keeper save for LMU's Marcel Bravanitz.
Byrne tripped up on the way to the ball, and a foul called on the Falcons. Looked like they got into some little arm pushing right there. I'm not sure if he was actually tripped up or if, in fact, he just slipped and fell. So Passos will step up again for Lincoln Memorial as the Rail Splitters get their shape. Clock continues to wind down. Ball into the box, punched up by the keeper. He's still battling for it, and offside called by the far linesman. Falcons don't have very many substitutions over there on the sideline. They only have a few players that they can insert. And so they've got to be fit, especially if things go to an overtime session. .22:40 remaining in the first half. Passo steps up and takes it away. Tripped up as he crosses midfield. And that will be a stoppage by the referee, and he's going to go over and pull a yellow card out on the Falcons. And I think that appears that may have gone on Rom Gillett. Is it 3? Thomas Davis. So Thomas Davis gets the yellow card, and that'll put the Rail Splitters far side of the field with Callum Holm set to get us underway again. Holmes' ball crosses into the box. Johnson goes up, heads a shot towards the left side, and it's snatched up by the keeper. And the outlet roll to the near sideline. As this is Diddick. There's Solomons picking it up for Lincoln Memorial. Long ball way back there. LMU well offside there with both Pinto and Byrne past the final defender. And so they had no choice but to try to step back up. The punt out of the box by Ledgeway. Here's O'Neal, stolen by Johnson. Up to Byrne. Byrne trying to seal off the defender. And no call by the referee. LMU calling for contact there. Ball touched last out of bounds by Lincoln Memorial's Alejandro Lau. Here's Passos. Sends it across midfield. Byrne brings it down, sends a nice pass, but it's kicked back the other way by Ricky Davey. And Montevallo will take over possession. 21:03 to play in the half, still tied at 1. Ball to the top of the 18, cleared by Holm. Pinto touches it back to Byrne, and now Byrne sends it wide side of the field, but nobody's there. Good idea, but no support from back in that point. Didn't have time to get there. Here's Sabot. LMU really pressuring back there. There's Gus Rivera again. I tell you, defensively, he has been strong today. Rivera very nearly run over by the Montevallo defender. And that'll go out of play off of Montevallo. LMU ball on their far sideline. And so a substitution will come in for Lincoln Memorial. Going out of the lineup, it'll be Pedro Villa.
And checking in for the Rail Splitters, looks like it's going to be Keegan Sanders. Sanders, a 5'11 freshman from Kennesaw, Georgia, played at Harrison High School. Pinto called offside as the inbound throw came into play. Referee cautioned the keeper to take it on back a little further. Long ball by the keeper down the far sideline. Holm clears it, and that's going to go over top of the LMU and Montevallo. Well, it looked like it was going to go over the dugout, but landed right in front of it. Johnson sends it back upfield. Pinto battling down there in front of the LMU bench. And that's Stuller that comes out with it. Again, Johnson clears. Pinto trying to get there. And the ball knocked out of play. And this one does clear the dugout. That'll be LMU throw in right there in front of the Montevallo bench. Clock down to 18:09 remaining in the first half. Still tied at 1. Both teams very quick goals, less than a minute apart. Rivera with the throw in. And, wow. Contact and no call. Holm being trailed from behind by Montevallo's Bruno Mbamela. Johnson up to Passos. Over to Rivera. Rivera running the far sideline. Up to Pinto, who gets his way around the defender. Through the legs, Pinto with a cross. And it's going to have a little bit too much on it, as that'll ride out of play, and that'll be Montevallo ball. Great run by the Rail Splitters, and they've got to keep that up. That was, it was there. A little better touch by Pinto, and Byrne was waiting on it. Rain starting here at the LMU soccer complex. Here's Lau. On the run now, it's De Silva, and a foul called against Montevallo. We had hoped that the rain would hold off, but that's a rain cloud that looks like it may come in for a short time from the west. The wall being set at the top of the 18, and Pinto there along with Lincoln Memorial's Leonardo De Silva.
Had to have them and never wear them.
Shot by Burns going to be high, and a goal kick for the Falcons, as we'll have another substitution with 15:50 to play here in the first half. Going out of the lineup for Montevallo, it will be Bruno Mbamela. And for the first time today, we will see the substitution of Sergio Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a 6'1 freshman from Bogota, Colombia. Rain coming down quite strong now here at the LMU soccer complex. And a foul again called against Montevallo.
Caleb, your phone's in the room.
14:56 to go in the half. Rain coming down steadily. Hopefully it won't last a long time. Johnson clears it out of the backfield. Byrne up for the challenge. And Montevallo away with possession. That's Stuller. Pinto pressures and steals it away, and now he's going to be called for the foul. Not at all happy with the call by the referee. And looked as though maybe the Montevallo player took a dive right there, but hard to really tell from this distance. Nice defensive effort by Lincoln Memorial's Harry Solomons. Ball to the box. Holm heads it out. Passos up for the challenge. And cleared out by Lincoln Memorial's Keegan Sanders. Here's Byrne with a great offensive step. Rain trying to taper off a little bit, but enough to make things miserable for the fans in the bleachers today. Passos, long ball up the field. Pinto making the run. Has to wait on it. Trying to shake the defender now. Getting help from his teammates. Stepping up for Lincoln Memorial is Lau. And LMU gave it up. Solomons over to Holm in the backfield. They'll work the opposite side. This is Johnson. Touch pass up to Lincoln Memorial's De Silva. De Silva being held from behind. No call by the referee. Makes a run to the top. Fires one at the keeper, and he'll scoop it up, denying the goal. So another shot on goal for the Rail Splitters. And that would put us at 3-3 with a little better than 12 and a half minutes to go in this first half. Nice flick by Montevallo, and that is Jeffrey Hessenberger that had it knocked out by Johnson of Lincoln Memorial. He'll take it over to the corner for a corner kick. And now he'll give that up to teammate Remy Millard. LMU trying to get their defensive shape in the box. Great ball to the box. Headed away, and that's going to be last touched, I think, again by Lincoln Memorial, and that'll be another goal kick, or I beg your pardon, a corner kick. Trotting over to take it for the Falcons will be Nick Sabot. These two teams have done everything here in the first half very, very similar. Ball in the air, knocked out of play by Montevallo, and that will be a goal kick for the Rail Splitters. 11:26 to go in the half. And if you're a fan of soccer right now, you're wishing that this was a covered facility in which you could stay out of the rain, but it looks like the rain has tapered off quite a bit. Marvanitz ready to clear it out of the backfield, across midfield with a long ball. LMU stealing it away. Here's Byrne. He's got support. Sends it across, backside over to Pinto, but it's going to fall short. Passos heads it back to his teammate. And the Rail Splitters will take it at the far sideline, and I believe it'll be a throw-in. Gus Rivera to put it into play. Long pass towards the box. Byrne got a piece of it. Now he'll step out and take it. Cross by Rivera into the box. Solomon steps up on it. And it's taken away by Thomas Davis. Now back by the Rail Splitters. Solomon with a touch pass. Tripped up by the defender, that being Nick Sabot, and referee not giving him any sympathy. Substitution now for the Falcons, so that'll slow play up for the Rail Splitters to get their shape defensively. And the throw in will come in from Sabo of Montevallo. Going out of the lineup for the Falcons, Remy Millard. And checking in, so we can get this identification. I believe that's Andre Williams. Williams, a 5'8" junior from Jacksonville, Alabama. Here's Sabo from the near sideline. Passos takes it away. And then LMU loses it. Williams has it cleared by Johnson. Ball flicked away. That'll go out right in front of the Montevallo bench, and that'll be an LMU throw-in. Pinto to Da Silva. And again, it's knocked out by the Falcons. As tightly as this match is being played, it could come down to field position, and when that opportunity presents itself, I mean, I can't say that the ball has stayed on one end of the field more than the other end, but we're less than halfway through this match thus far. Inbound from Rivera. Byrne pulls it in with the chest, battles in the box. Now it's cleared out by Stuller. And Passos will step up on it. Montevallo calling for an offside, but the official didn't see it that way, and LMU almost quit on the offensive end right there. Great ball by the Falcons, Gonzalez, and Barvanich comes out and snatches it. Really neither team able to get a whole lot going right now. Foul called on Lincoln Memorial, being an advantage, and that will give the Falcons possession right in front of the LMU bench. Mario Pinto arguing the call a little bit. The Falcons will get position. They did move the ball a good 4 yards. Don't know that it's going to help them in that particular situation, but it gets them 4 yards closer to getting a lob into the top of the 18. Kick on its way. And the flick missed by Montevallo's Gary O'Neill. Back out to Stuller. And LMU's Harry Solomons heads it towards the near sideline. Out of play. 6:20 to play in the first half. Throw in will come from Sabo. Lob into the box. Holmes clears it. Nice chest deflection by Byrne, and this is Da Silva on the run. Over to Pinto. He pulls it into the foot, takes a shot wide left. And that's it's going to be a goal kick for the Falcons. Might have rushed that one a little bit, but LMU hadn't had too many opportunities where they weren't pressured from a defensive standpoint. Goal kick for Ledgeway. Solomon steps up on it, sends it back down toward the Montevallo end of the field. And now the Falcons will use Ledgeway to set up their shape offensively. Long ball down the middle of the field. Johnson gets ahead on it. Challenge at about 2/3. This is Davis toward the box. Barvanich comes out on it. Good match so far between these two regional opponents. Johnson to Byrne at midfield, head flick. This is De Silva. Right up the middle to Pinto. Pinto over to Byrne, deflected away. Just textbook run right there if they could have gotten it around that defender. Home from behind with a strong effort. Here's Gus Rivera again. He's played a great first half defensively. From the far side, this is Sanders. To Rivera, back to Sanders. Getting a little physical with Montevallo. And the referee says play on. Rom Gillett. This is trouble here from the right side. Diddick, a shot at the keeper, and Barvanitz falls on it. 3:40 to play in the half. The shots on goal now 4-3 in favor of the Falcons with that effort. Long ball up the middle, taken off the bounce. Rivera had a foot race to get to it. Got a push from behind by Andre Williams and somehow won the battle. Pinto on the far sideline. That ball knocked out of play. Montevallo felt like it came off of Lincoln Memorial. And the coach over there calling for his team to get into position. Throw in by Rivera. Pulled in by De Silva. And again knocked out by the Falcons. Clock now under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Rail Splitters trying to get one before the break. De Silva from the far sideline. Takes it to the corner, taken away by the Falcons. Rivera. Sends it back to Holm, who'll try to work the near side, up to Byrne. Byrne, great shield with the body. He gets it over to the sideline. Steps through the defender. Back to Saunders, his teammate. Now it's stolen away by the Falcons' Rom Gillett. And back by Passos of Lincoln Memorial. Passos on the attack, crosses one of the box. Pinto with a shot deflected out by the keeper. Burns off the rebound, hits it wide right.
Good job, Yuri!
Just great pressure by the Rail Splitters offensively, and with that, Lincoln Memorial will make a substitution with 1:33 to go in the half, as it appears that De Silva is going to come out of the lineup, and a corner kick will take place for the Rail Splitters from the far corner. Entering the lineup, I believe that's Nick Bogeman. Cross into the box, headed out by Montevallo's Stephen Diddick. And now it's the Falcons on a run. Stepping up for Lincoln Memorial, that's Solomons.
1 minute remaining in the half.
And now the foot race by Bogeman to get there. Solomons sends one up to the top of the 18, heading it out for Lincoln Memorial. That was Lau. Lau turns and shoots right at the keeper. Didn't have much on it. And it was the way the ball came to him. He had to spin and kick, and it just didn't materialize enough for him. A 1-1 with 30 seconds remaining in the half, and it'll be Lincoln Memorial throw-in far side of the field. Comes into Pinto. He let it go and had it stolen away by Davis. Home. High booming kick. Byrne challenges, takes it
10,
away.
9, 8, 7.
Byrne
6,
trying to find an opening.
5.
Sends
4,
it over to Bogeman.
3,
Bogeman fires one towards the post, and it's
1.
wide left, as that will be the close to the first half. Lincoln Memorial and Montevallo playing to a 1-1 tie after 45 minutes of play. We'll break away, and we'll be back. This is the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies any way you want. If you like the internet, get a quote and file claims online at FBITN.com. If you like to take care of your business over the phone, give us a call. If you like to email, send us a message, and we'll take care of you that way. But if you like an old-fashioned smile and handshake at the door, come down to the local office.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on.
I've been a hard worker all my life. It's just the way I was raised. I work the third shift. While most people are wrapping up their day, I'm just getting started. If I make a deposit on Friday night, I can't wait for it to go through the next week. Home Federal Bank's real-time banking is different. Real-time banking takes the worry out of banking. Lets me think about what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access. Real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. Always within reach.
For great food, fun, and entertainment, visit the Oasis on Highway 25E in Harrogate, Tennessee, with a new drive-thru to better serve you. At the Oasis, you can enjoy a great lunch buffet or order from the great menu that the tri-state area has grown to love. Pizza, salad bar, and a tasty sandwich from the deli. And don't forget your favorite beverages. Check out the live music each week at the Oasis, where regional and local bands strut their stuff to a packed house. Or stop by and catch the big race on the big screen. All roads lead to the Oasis, 6341 Cumberland Gap Parkway in Harrogate, Tennessee. Phone in your order, 423-869-8000.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4266.
1-1 at the half here at the LMU Soccer Complex on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University. Special thanks to our broadcast sponsors for the 2013 season. Of course, those are University Medical Clinic, our player of the game sponsor, also Old Town Grill, Home Federal Bank, also Farm Bureau Insurance, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro, Oasis Pizza and Substation, as well as K&K Metal. All proud sponsors of Lincoln Memorial University Athletics. Let's take a look now at your halftime statistics. First of all, for the Falcons from the University of Montevallo, well, Gary O'Neill with a shot, one of them on goal, and he played the full 45 minutes. Bruno Mbamala with 2 shots. Alex Morton with 1 shot, 1 on goal, and 1 goal. He scored the only goal for the Falcons in the first half. Ram Gillett, 1 shot. 1 shot on goal, 1 assist in that effort by teammate Alex Morton. And then Stephen Diddick came in, played 26 minutes with 1 shot, 1 of them on goal. So a total of 4 shots on goal for the Falcons in the first half of play. And they are tied with Lincoln Memorial 1-1. For the Rail Splitters, it went like this. Callum Home with a shot. Leonardo Da Silva, 1 shot, 1 shot on goal. Mario Pinto, 3 shots, 2 shots on goal, 1 goal. On Alejandro Lau, a shot and 1 on goal. Nathaniel Johnson, 1 shot. Pedro Villa, 1 shot, 1 shot on goal. Gus Rivera, did not shoot, but had played a tremendous first half defensively. Nick Bogeman came in, had a shot, and, of course, LMU tied with the Falcons 1-1 after the first half. Keepers, well, Brendan Ledgeway with 45 minutes in the net. He had 1 goal against, 4 saves. Marcel Barvanitz, 45 minutes in the net, 1 goal against, 2 saves. So goals and saves equal shots on goal. There you have it. The Rail Splitters tied at the half with the Falcons of the University of Montevallo. We're going to do a little business, and we'll be back with the second half. This is the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on. For great food, fun, and entertainment, visit the Oasis on Highway 25E in Harrogate, Tennessee, with a new drive-thru to better serve you. At the Oasis, you can enjoy a great lunch buffet or order from the great menu that the tri-state area has grown to love. Pizza, salad bar, and a tasty sandwich from the deli. And don't forget your favorite beverages. Check out the live music each week at the Oasis, where regional and local bands strut their stuff to a packed house. Or stop by and catch the big race on the big screen. All roads lead to the Oasis, 6341 Cumberland Gap Parkway in Harrogate, Tennessee. Phone in your order, 423-869-8000.
We are back again at the LMU Soccer Complex on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University, set for play here in the second half. LMU and Montevallo with 45 minutes remaining in regulation, tied at 1-1. And Lincoln Memorial will have first touch here in the second half as we try to settle this deadlock tie between these two NCAA Southeast Region opponents.
Rail Splitters, as I said, starting off with the ball here in the second half. That's Hessenberger out of the backfield. For Lincoln Memorial, Lau up to Villa. Knocked out by Montevallo. A throw in on the near side of the field for Lincoln Memorial, and that's Gus Rivera that'll take it. Nice throw up to Pinto. Reels it in with the left foot, touches it with the right. Nice back flick. And that one just a little quick for Pinto to react to. Touch pass back to home, and he'll play it back to the keeper. Barvanitz looks things over, sends it up and across midfield. Out of nowhere comes Thomas Davis of Montevallo. Home heads it out toward midfield. Here's Paso stepping up on the ball. Now turns and taken away again by Thomas Davis. Davis on a big run. Good defensive effort by Callum Home. They'll switch it to the opposite side. On the run now is Stuller. Crosses over to the top of the 18, and a turn and shoot for Bruno Mbamala. And apparently last touch by Lincoln Memorial. That'll be a corner kick for the Falcons. Just underway here in the second half. Still tied at 1, and we're less than 2 minutes in. Actually, the Rail Splitters scored the opening goal. Montevallo came right back about a minute later to put in the equalizer. Ball into the box, punched out by someone. And now a battle and a foul on Lincoln Memorial. They're going to credit that one to Leonardo da Silva. And a big collision with Montevallo defender Ram Gillett. That'll again will be Davis to get things going for the Falcons. 6'2" sophomore out of Auckland, New Zealand. Lefty sends one toward the box, cleared out by Home, and a throw in for the Falcons. Good defensive pressure by Lincoln Memorial, and Passos takes it away. Stood up by the defender. And ball last touched out of bounds again by Lincoln Memorial. And LMU, I think, trying to coerce the official into saying that Ram Gillett made the contact and forced him out. And this is Solomon's, LMU on the run. Pinto showing to the far side with support. That ball just a shade short and taken away by the Falcons. Touch pass up to Millard. And coming out of the keeper's box will be Barvanitz, who gives it to Rivera. Played back to Home. Touch pass over to Johnson. Long ball up the field. Pinto nowhere near it, as was Da Silva. And now it is Ledgeway that'll set things up for the Falcons of Montevallo. Home stepping up defensively again. Plays it up in the air. Battling with Mbala. Mullard gives it away. Long ball down the field. And Ledgeway will come out and get it. It's been, in my opinion, a very tactical match so far because the teams really aren't pressing a whole lot of issues. They're just trying to pick each other apart. And there's not been a whole lot of opportunities. I mean, combined, we've only had 9 shots on goal with 2 goals. Home going down to head the ball, dangerous there as it looked like the Montevallo player was going to spin and shoot. Home clears it out of the box. Davis flicks it back into the backfield to Davey. Now up to Morton. Back again to Davey. Montevallo just playing to feet right now. They're just trying to find somebody's feet. Home gets a head on it. That'll ride out of bounds. And that'll be a throw in for the Falcons. Of course, the big news last week, LMU Athletics Director Roger Vanoy making the announcement that the South Atlantic Conference President's Council had voted to lift the scholarship restriction beginning with the 2014-15 season, which would mean that soccer would go from 4 scholarships to possibly as many as 8, depending on what each individual member institution chose to do by school. Stoppage in play now as we've got a Montevallo player down. That decision will be left up to the member institutions as to how they'll handle it, but potentially when you're looking at men's and women's soccer, you would go from 4 scholarships, full scholarships, to as many as 8. Now, that's not to say that that would happen. Again, it's being left up to the member institution as to how they would handle that. And but it is exciting news nonetheless for the coaches throughout the league because, you know, schools like Montevallo are fully funded in the Peach Belt Conference. They get the 8 scholarships as allowed by the NCAA for its Division II members, whereas Lincoln Memorial and the rest of the South Atlantic Conference schools only get 4 full scholarships per sport, per soccer rather. Pinto pass up the far sideline. LMU with a good run here. 3v3, and that ball touched. It'll go out of play. That'll be a LMU corner kick. 38 minutes remaining in regulation, and we're still tied at 1-1. LMU has had 4 matches this year. 3 of those have gone to overtime. They have lost 2 of those, 3-2. And it has been a tough year for Heliodana and his team to start off. I don't recall any season that Heliodana's team has started off quite like this. Ball toward the box, headed out by Montevallo's Ricky Davey. And that was a hard foul outside the top of the box by the Falcons. And Jeffrey Hessenberger very animated in the fact that he did not feel like he committed that contact and initiated it. Nonetheless, it will be LMU that gets possession, and now Montevallo will set up the wall just outside the top of the 18. Mario Pinto, Yuri Passos, and Leonardo da Silva standing at the ball trying to direct some traffic. A lot of time being killed right here. Here's Pinto with a shot toward the keeper, punched out hard. Didn't dare try to get his hands on that. He just punched it out. And a wise decision it was, as it has allowed the Falcons to get it back across midfield with speed. Long ball to the far side of the field. Solomon's trying to get there in a foot race with Montevallo's Stephen Diddick. And that ball kicked out of play by Solomons. That'll be Montevallo possession. Cross into the box. Johnson touches it out. Holmes gets a piece of it. Now it's LMU on the run. A lot of real estate to negotiate. Long ball up the far sideline intended for Pinto, and he doesn't have the footwork to get there. Good idea that time, but just a little bit much for Pinto to handle. Johnson gets it in the backfield, sends it up far sideline. Pinto contesting. And now it's Ledgeway that will give the Falcons their shape. Holmes stood him up back there and stole it away. And now Barvanitz being pressured a little bit in the box. That's a long ball up toward midfield. And Bamala cross in the box, headed out by Solomons. And a shot wide left by Montevallo's Remy Mullard. So a goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. And it will be Marcel Barvanitz to do the honors. Ball falling just shy of midfield. Nice ball over to Passos. Passos on the run to the box and then turned it over. There's Gus Rivera again, playing it back to the keeper, Barvanitz. Davis reels it in. Sends it back to Davey. Davey not being pressured at all. And a handball called on Lincoln Memorial right outside the top of the box. That is not the place you want to commit that, although better than in the box. LMU will try to set up a wall of its own. Score still tied 1-1, 33-17 to play here in this regulation non-conference but regional matchup. This is Jeffrey Hessenberger that appears as though he will take the shot. Actually deflected, I think, by his own player. Pinto off the feet. Stolen away again by the Falcons. And Rivera at the top of the box, I thought was going to be called for a handball, but apparently a foul took place on Montevallo. And that'll give it to Lincoln Memorial, so Home will set it up the field. Here's Pinto. Makes his move around the defender, fires a shot at the keeper, and it's deflected on the end line, and that will be a corner kick for Lincoln Memorial. He absolutely blew around Thomas Davis and fired with that left foot, and it just fell right into the keeper's grasp, and he just got enough of it to knock it away. So the corner kick by the Rail Splitters. To the top. Home fires the shot, and it's going to be just over the crossbar. Good idea by Lincoln Memorial, and they got a pretty good look at it. Well, Home has his second shot of the match. We're still tied at 1-1. LMU now 7 shots on goal as versus 4 for Montevallo. Doesn't really matter how many shots on goal you've got as long as you've got more goals at the end of the match. Byrne in a foot race far side of the field, battling with Stiller. And that ball is going to go to Montevallo on the throw-in. Of course, the battle won't get any easier for Lincoln Memorial this Saturday when they host Newberry. That'll be a conference matchup here at home. Barvanitz will pick it up and throw it out. That'll be a doubleheader. Lady Rail Splitters 1 o'clock. Rail Splitters a 3:30 first touch. And Gus Rivera all alone with plenty of time to pull that one in and turn. Home sends it upfield. This is Lau, and now turn it over. Davis playing it back to Davies. Home brings it down. Passos keeps it alive. Here's Mbamla right into the chest of Passos. Up to Pinto. He has time to turn. Back to Passos inadvertently, I think. 1v1. This is De Silva. And LMU all over Montevallo in the box that time and could not convert. Not an open net situation, but certainly one that LMU had the percentages, it seemed, though. Solomon's battling on the far sideline. That ball out of play to Montevallo.
Leonardo De Silva looked as though he was going to make something happen there, whether it was he or one of the other rail splitters in the box, Pinto or any of the others that could have put it in. LMU clearing it out. Nice job by the all-conference selection, Callum Home, to send that one out and let his teammates get back defensively. Cross into the box. Barvanit's going up, punches it out. Pressure on the rail splitters, and Johnson comes out of there with it to send it upfield. Pinto there to pick it up near sideline. Double teamed, fights his way through it. Ball knocked away just enough to be taken away by the Falcons. Here's Davis again. Plays it up to Gillett. Back to Davis, up to Mbamla. Over to Hessenberger. Cross in the box, Barvanits is there. Outlet to the far sideline. Nice run. I believe that's Solomon's. And then looked like Byrne might have lost possession of it. Some of the gear coming off. Looks like possibly a shin pad came out of the sock of Montevallo's Rom Gillett. Long pass across midfield. Flicked off the foot of Callum Home, and now a run by the Falcons. This is Millard. Deflected by Johnson on that shot. And out of play to Montevallo. The Falcons with a substitution at midfield. They'll have a throw in, but apparently, are they going to let him in right here? I think they are. So Alex Morton will come out of the action, and I believe that's Andre Williams checking back in. We saw a little action from him in the first half. 27:43 remaining in regulation. We're tied at 1. LMU scored first. Montevallo scored a short time later, and I do mean a short time. Ball into the box, checked out by Home. That's LMU's Sanders over there battling with the Montevallo defender, and that'll be a goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. Sent up toward midfield, checked back by Davis. Passos wins the second ball. Here's Williams. Touch pass far sideline, foot race to it. Johnson whiffed it, taken back by the Falcons, but there to help was LMU defender Harry Solomons. De Silva up the far sideline. De Silva still trying to look for some help. Pass back to De Silva, who's muscled out off the box, and Davis takes it away. Here's Mbamla. Plays it up. Johnson clears it, sends it back up into the Montevallo into the field. Under the 26-minute mark.
Montevallo, a little miscue, but nice hustle by Hessenberger, who sends the ball to the box. Good seal with the body by Diddick. And the Falcons turn it over. Correction, that will be Falcon ball. So a substitution for Montevallo as Bruce Ditterly continues to shuttle the players in and out, trying to keep fresh legs in the lineup. Remy Millard comes out, and checking in for the first time this half is Sergio Gonzalez. Throw in off the chest of Gonzalez, and that'll be LMU ball. Lincoln Memorial doing a pretty good job, and now a throw in by the Falcons. And Bamela has it knocked out of play. I believe that was Callum Home that got a piece of it. Crossing the box off the body of one of the rail splitters, and that's going to go into the hands of Barvanitz. Nice hustle by Davis. Up to Williams. Shot ripped by Gonzalez. Barvanitz comes out, falls on it, and now the rail splitters will go back up the field to get their shape offensively. Barvanitz with the punt across midfield. Nice one it was. Byrne will pull it down off the head far sideline. And nobody there to help with that second ball for the rail splitters. Somehow LMU still gets possession. Pinto right down the middle. Tripped up on his way in. Referee says play on, no contact, none of significance, and I disagree with that. I mean, you don't see Mario Pinto fall on his own running down the field. I mean, there was some contact there, but the official did not make the call. So a throw in far side of the field for the Falcons. 23:30 remaining in this second half of play. Cross into the box. Back flick by Home, and then I believe that was Keegan Sanders that was tripped up. And again, no call by the official. Lob into the box. Johnson clears it over to Home. And Bamela crosses again, cleared by Passos. Here's Sanders, up to Byrne. Byrne turns. He's got pressure from behind, sends it up the field, and it's knocked away and stolen by the Falcons. Long pass toward the box area. This is Hessenberger. Stepping up is Passos, and Home will run it out. He's going to carry that space. Plays it over to teammate Leao. Now up to Pinto. Pinto's got to run up the near sideline. He's one-on-one with Davies. Pinto trying to shake the defender. Flicks it over. A shot from the top, and it's in the right corner. Mario Pinto assists the Leonardo da Silva goal, and LMU on top, 2-1.
Lincoln Memorial goal by number 8, Leonardo da Silva.
There's the step by the Brazilian March here.
The assist goes to number 10, Mario Pinto.
Exciting goal for the rail splitters, as you can see that one materialize. Just a great pass by Mario Pinto. You know, you look at him, you think of him only as a scorer, but what kind of things does he do for the players around him? Right there is proof positive. I mean, he made the assist. He made that play happen, being very unselfish and drawing that attention from the defenders that he well deserves because of his scoring abilities. Now, right here's where the rail splitter defense has got to be strong. They cannot give up another quick goal. Both goals very exciting goals today, but that other one came entirely too fast after LMU picked up its opening goal of the match. It's 2-1 Lincoln Memorial. 22-25 remaining in this match in regulation. LMU is no stranger to overtime. We're not talking about that really right now, but you got to wonder if these guys can figure it out, that they've got to be able to put opponents away in regulation and not let them get to overtime. Long ball by the Falcons. Sanders contests Williams. Holmes heads it out. And now it's Lau that battles down in there along with Sanders.
Ball flicked up toward the near sideline, and that will go out of play to the Falcons. Mario Pinto trying to keep it alive momentarily. Davis with the throw in. And Pinto flicks it back. Foot race with Williams. Cleared by Montevallo, and that'll be a throw in for the Rail Splitters. Pinto will leave it. Just an exciting goal by Lincoln Memorial to take a 2-1 advantage. Throw in this time from LMU's Gus Rivera. Passos battling on the near sideline. Davis steals it away off the foot of Sanders. And somehow Davis got it back. Burns steals it from behind. Now on the break, it's Leal. LMU showing support up the field. Out into the box, and Montevallo gets it away from the Rail Splitters. The Falcons, as I said, don't have a very deep bench, and you got to wonder, Coach Ditterly has been trying to keep fresh legs in there. I think possibly he knows that they cannot keep this pace up for the entire amount of this regulation. There's a foul in the backfield on Montevallo, actually in the LMU end of the field, so that'll turn it over to Lincoln Memorial. And Holm will get it out of there onto the foot of Mario Pinto. Pinto with a cross to the far side of the field. Great ball, but it falls just a bit short. Now Passo steps up on it, trying to make something happen, sends one back over to Saunders on the near side. Lob to Pinto in the box. Pinto trying to draw the referee's attention with some contact, nothing doing there. Here's Hessenberger. Hessenberger looking for a little bit of help. And it's headed out far side of the field by Lincoln Memorial's Harry Solomons. So a throw in again for the Falcons, 19:22 to play. Montevallo entered this match at 2-2 on the year. The Rail Splitters won 2-1 after Saturday's tie with Coker down in Hartsville, South Carolina. Throw in to Hessenberger. He battles with Johnson. Johnson wins the battle as Hessenberger looked like he might have taken one on the shin. Byrne with a back flick, or rainbow if you want to call it that, to his teammate. I believe that was Lau, but stolen away again by the Falcons. And we've got a Montevallo player down on the end line, and that'll prompt the referee to stop play. I can remember the old days when the ball would have been kicked out when you had a player down, but he's actually off the field of play. And former Rail Splitter, now head athletic trainer Marcelo Galafasi is going to spring into action and go down there and check out the injured player. Galafasi, of course, assisted on the final goal in the 2007 NCAA National Tournament semifinal match against Montevallo that actually beat them and put them out of the tournament. His pass to Guy Alves ended that match with a goal scored in overtime to win 1-0. And now he is the head athletic trainer at the University of Montevallo. Shot wide right by Davis, and that one just off the outstretched hands of LMU goalkeeper Marcel Barvanets. Barvanets will have the goal kick. 18:06 to play. It's going to be across midfield. Byrne, great offensive position for the challenge. Second ball won by the Falcons. And here comes Montevallo on the run. Top of the box shot, wide right. That'll go out of bounds untouched, and that'll be another LMU goal kick. Had the opportunity to talk with Galafasi before the match, and he said that the Montevallo team members give him a hard time about beating them and then working for them down there and making money off of them. So you got to do what you got to do. both athletically and financially. Pinto sends a ball to the far side that's deflected. Coming up on it, though, is LMU's Keegan Sanders. Plays it back to Lau. Now back to Sanders. Cross into the box. Keeper comes out on it and snatches it away. Byrne was right there making the run, hoping he could get a piece of it. Home doing a great job of shielding Williams off of that. Plays it back to the keeper. Barvanich back over to Home. Callum Home, of course, all-conference last year, preseason all-conference this year. A senior and doesn't lose composure easily. Here's Sanders, double teamed, stolen away by Davis, and a foul called on the Falcons. Clock working in the Rail Splitters' favor. 16:30 to play. How many have we seen LMU give up this season in the final few minutes of the match? You don't want to see that today, and I'm sure that's in the back of their minds as they try to close this regulation out in a strong way. Passos up the near sideline to Pinto. Flick pass over. Now back to Pinto. Pinto, is he called offside? Are you kidding me? Couldn't really have the angle from right here, but it looked like a good play. Falcons now on a run. And Bamala cleared by Holmes towards midfield. Stepping up on it for the Falcons, it is Gary O'Neill. And now sent on the long ball back up by LMU. There to get it is Davey for the Falcons of Montevallo. Sanders clears it. Up to Byrne. Stepping up again is O'Neill. Passos just clearing it out of the backfield. LMU just sending it as far away from the goal as they possibly can. And now it appears that Passos is down. He may be cramping up a little bit. Stoppage in play as the referee says, let's make a substitution here, an injury substitution. I believe Passos is cramping on the right leg, on the right hamstring, or pulled a hamstring, one or the other. That's something you don't want to see. He is walking off with his own ability, but he will come out of the lineup. And it appears that Leonardo da Silva is going to return for Lincoln Memorial. Passos such a vital part of this LMU lineup that you hope that there's nothing serious in terms of a pulled muscle or anything of that nature. But he did walk out on his own, so my guess is he was either cramping or just tweaked something over there. And Bamala heads it back. Here's Williams, has it cleared away, as that is Lau. Williams and Lau really going after it, and a foul called on Lincoln Memorial. Stoppage in play, and that's going to be a card on Lincoln Memorial. The card credited to Alejandro Lau. And we've not had many here in this match, but the referee has not hesitated when he felt that one team or the other was doing the no-no. 14:55 to play in regulation. Anything in the box is going to be dangerous. You can believe that. 2-1. LMU still not out of the woods here. We have seen lightning strike in worse ways in many, many years past. Ball into the box. Headed out by Johnson. Great ball. Stepping up on it for the Falcons is Gillett. And Bamala has it knocked out. Sanders clears it upfield. On the run now for Lincoln Memorial is Pedro Villa, but he couldn't catch up with it, and that ball right out of play far sideline. Throw in for the Falcons. 2-1 Lincoln Memorial. Davis being pressured hard. Gets it away to Williams. And the ball knocked out into the corner. That'll be a corner kick for Montevallo. Approaching the 14-minute mark. Again, this is the second ever broadcast LMU soccer match that LMU was responsible for, but the first ever televised soccer match. Headed out of the box by, hard to tell who that was, but I believe it was Lau. Oh, my goodness. Too close for comfort as Home clears the box. And Barvanitz begging the linesman far side of the field for an offside call. Davis pressuring LMU now. Referee saying that basically that was a flop. I don't know. Looks like Yuri Passos might be ready to check back in on the first opportunity. High punt off of Barvanitz's foot. Didn't get much distance on it. Byrne knocks it out of play far sideline, and that again will be Montevallo ball. Throw into the Falcons. 12:45 to go. 2-1 Lincoln Memorial. And now Lincoln Memorial will have possession, and that will get Passos back into the lineup, as it will be Alejandro Leal that comes out. Still LMU ball. Again, we want to remind you Saturday, LMU and Newberry here at the LMU Soccer Complex. Lady Rail Splitters get underway at 1 o'clock. And the Rail Splitters at 3:30. We will have those games broadcast on a tape delay basis. Nice challenge by Sanders. Here's Davis at a third field. And Bamela. Header toward the box. Holmes clears it. Nice job by Burns to get it to the far sideline. And then sent upfield by LMU's Pedro Villa. LMU not really looking to score as much right now as they are just to keep it out of their end of the field. There's a foul on Lincoln Memorial. That's going to be on Johnson, I believe. No card there, just a hard foul, and that's going to be a Montevallo ball at about 2/3 field. 10:55 to go. Clock still working in Lincoln Memorial's favor. These are the type of situations you've got to be very careful because it can happen. Ball to the box. There's a header. It gets right across, and that's what I'm talking about right there. An offside call by the far linesman, and that will nullify the box or the goal. And that is going to prompt Bruce Ditterly to walk almost all the way down the sideline to the linesman. And apparently there was an offside call there. I don't know. There was a lot going on in the box. It was hard to tell from here. Obviously the linesman has the best viewpoint. But nonetheless, that's what I was talking about. Those type situations, you have to be extremely careful because lightning can strike when you least expect it. Barvanitz with the goal kick across midfield. Tough break for the Falcons. They had the equalizer. Ball sent up across Johnson. And that one right through the wickets of the Montevallo player, Alex Morton, and into Barvanitz's hands. And now somehow the Falcons get it back. Knocked out of play over there by Lincoln Memorial's Harry Solomons. Rail Splitters are going to make a substitution. 9:40 to play. Both teams have played exceptionally hard here this afternoon. Alejandro Leal back in there for Lincoln Memorial. Throw in by the Rail Splitters. Cross into the box. Gus Rivera battling with Williams to get to it. Rivera puts a move on him, gets possession, turns on the goal. Trying to square up on the box, and Rivera stands him up and knocks it out of play. Nice job by Gus Rivera. A throw in for the Falcons from the near side. This will be Williams to do it. Long throw by Williams into the box. And Bamala trying to get turned, nothing there. Byrne heads it out. Sanders sends a long ball out of play near sideline, and that'll be a Montevallo throw in. Under the 8.5. Headed out to Byrne. Byrne turns. That one will go on top of the dugout, and again back to Montevallo. LMU not necessarily panicking, but getting a little hurried in their actions to send it back upfield. I've been always, I've had the philosophy you don't play not to get beat. There's a shot toward the keeper, and Barvanitz absolutely holding his composure right there as he saw that one coming at him somewhat in slow motion. It had not necessarily a bend on it, but an arc on it. Byrne, great header toward the box, but even Pinto didn't have the wheels to get to that one in time. Johnson sends one back toward midfield. Sanders over to Lau. Up to Pinto, and Pinto trying to get there before it rides out of bounds, and that's just what it does. Here's Davis from the near sideline. Plays it back to Davies. Long ball up the near side, and that will ride out of a play, and LMU saying that it's theirs. Montevallo saying no, it's ours, but it will be LMU ball. Throw in from Gus Rivera. Finds Passos. And Passos looked like he just lost it out of play. He did. And a substitution now for the Falcons. Going out of the lineup, it will be Sergio Gonzalez. Returning, Thomas, beg your pardon. That is Remy Millard. And apparently things got started a little bit before the referee said to start it. Davis, near sideline, sends a left-footed shot to the box. Kicked out by Johnson. And Bamala off the right side and away. That'll be wide right. Goal kick for Lincoln Memorial. Under the 6-minute mark, 2-1 Rail Splitters. LMU trying to improve to 2-2-1 with a win here today, but this thing long time from being over. Goal kick up toward midfield. Byrne again challenging. The header went toward Pinto. He waited on it. And nice hustle by Byrne to get over there and clear it out of bounds. Coach Dan has been talking about the big forward that he was able to acquire in George Byrne. 6'2" freshman of Carlisle, England. Went to Queen Elizabeth Grammar School, and I'll tell you what, he is a big drink of water. Can you imagine, folks, he's only a freshman. I mean, you continue to put players around him like that are going to support him offensively. What can he do for you? Pinto got the legs crossed up with a little help from one of the Montevallo players. A foul called on the Falcons. Somebody said earlier Mario Pinto is a senior this year. What a big loss that's going to be. But how many guys like Pinto have you seen Helio Dana bring in the last decade that have turned into All-Americans or even Players of the Year in the NCAA Division II? Just it seems like a never-ending pipeline out of the country of Brazil for those type players. And then, of course, Nelson Pizarro, who was out of Florida, but emerged into an All-American in that 2007 season. Just a raw, talented player that Coach Dana took to the next level. Played a little bit for the Kansas City Wizards. And Bamala back to Williams. Montevallo inching their way up the field. Long ball up to Mbamala. Challenged by Home. And Passos gets to it with a sliding tackle. That ball out of play, though, and that'll be Montevallo ball. 3:45 to go. Throw in. And Mbamala trying to square up. Plays it back. Williams sends it towards the top of the 18, headed out by Johnson. Turning now, it's Lau. Sent across midfield. Plenty of time for the Falcons in terms of getting squared up. Gillett brings it down, plays it over to Williams. Give and go to Gillett. And there's Gus Rivera. He has played well, folks. He's had to wait his turn here at Lincoln Memorial due to injury and getting eligible and otherwise, but tell you what, today he's definitely earned his money. 3 minutes to go. Rail Splitters up 2-1. Here's Davis on the run across midfield. Turning, Millard. Pass or shot deflected out, hard to tell which. Passos comes up with it. Flicked up to Pinto. Pinto reels it in across midcourt, sends one up the field. He's in a foot race, and you're not going to catch Mario Pinto like that. Plays it around the defender. Didn't have a whole lot of support, but what he did have there, he didn't really utilize. Ball touched out by Davis. 2:24 on the clock. And now Gus Rivera will trot out of play to have the throw in for Lincoln Memorial. Over the head of Davis. Williams gets it. Davis up to the chest of Sanders. Sanders sends it back to the end line. And again, Davis picks it up. 1:55 to play. Up to midfield. Headed back across the midline by Passos. Sanders plays it out. Whistles, substitutions now as the clock continues to run. 1:33 to play. Clock does not stop when the trailing team is behind, when they make a substitution. Played out by Rivera. Here's Pinto. Sends one back up to the LMU player, Leonardo da Silva. Nobody back there to help him. He'll have to take it to the corner. He's double teamed there. And that will come out off of his leg. That'll be Montevallo ball. Under a minute to go. The Falcons little time, and there's a whistle by the official. I didn't know if that stopped play. Apparently it did not. Passos intercepts at midfield. Ball knocked out. That'll be back to Montevallo. And it will be rail splitter ball. LMU will emerge, should emerge victorious today. Throw in by Rivera. Da Silva pulls it in. But it has been a hard-fought battle. For Montevallo, they will fall to 2-3 on the year.
10,
that will set the stage
9,
for this Saturday's
8,
conference
7,
matchup
6,
with Newberry here
5,
at home
4,
at the LMU
3,
Soccer Complex
2,
as LMU
1.
and Montevallo are done. The Rail Splitters still undefeated against the Falcons since the 2007 National Semifinals as they win it here today 2-1. We're going to take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll run down your final statistics. We'll talk with Helio Dana in the post-game wrap-up, and we'll be talking with our University Medical Clinic players of the game. You're on the LMU Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesbrough has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate, and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesbrough.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, you can manage your auto, home, and life policies any way you want. If you like the internet, get a quote and file claims online at FBITN.com. If you like to take care of your business over the phone, give us a call. If you like to email, send us a message, and we'll take care of you that way. But if you like an old-fashioned smile and handshake at the door, come down to the local office.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
The Rail Splitters improved to 2-2-1 with the victory here today over the Falcons of the University of Montevallo, winning 2-1. The Falcons fall to 2-3 on the year with the loss. Let's take a look at your final statistics. First of all, for Montevallo on the afternoon, they had 18 total shots, 6 of which were on goal. They had 1 goal against. Also, they had 1 assist with that. Actually, they had 2 goals against. I beg your pardon. I'm trying to read these statistics a little different than what I'm accustomed to. But Brendan Ledgway was in the net for the full 90 minutes. He had 2 goals against, had 6 saves, 6 shots on goal. So, it was a sparse day in terms of what the Rail Splitters had statistically in terms of their shots on goal, but they managed to get it done today. For Lincoln Memorial, 15 total shots, 8 of which were on goal, so they made the most of their opportunities. 2 goals for Lincoln Memorial with 2 assists. The goal scored by Mario Pinto in the first half. He was assisted by Harry Solomons, and then, of course, the game-winning goal of the match was scored by Leonardo da Silva. He was assisted by Mario Pinto. So Pinto with 3 total points today as he continues to build his resume in hopes of carrying this Rail Splitter men's soccer team to postseason play this year again, and hopefully on into the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2007. Rail Splitters with a 2-1 victory this afternoon, and your University Medical Clinic player of the game, obviously, Mario Pinto. We'll talk with him shortly, along with head coach Helio Dana, about today's win, and we'll talk in depth about this coming weekend's matchup with Newberry, which will be a conference matchup. The Rail Splitters still looking for their first conference victory of the season after tying with Coker on the road this past Saturday. Incidentally, that'll be a doubleheader as the Lady Rail Splitters will get things started on the afternoon with a 1 o'clock start there, 1-0 in league play, and look to remain among the ranks of the unbeaten in the South Atlantic Conference this Saturday when they host the Wolves of Newberry, who will either come in at 3-0 or 3-1 on the season. So do join us here at the LMU Soccer Complex Saturday for live soccer action. We'll have that, but it will be delayed at a later time and a later date. I'd like to thank our broadcast sponsors for the 2013 season, University Medical Clinic, locations in Harrogate and New Tazewell, Tennessee. Also, Old Town Grill. Old Town Grill, one of the new LMU Sports Network family members. Farm Bureau Insurance of Harrogate, also Home Federal Bank of Harrogate and Middlesboro, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro, Oasis Pizza, K&K Metal, and I believe that pretty well covers it right there. Again, all proud sponsors of Lincoln Memorial University Athletics. We're going to take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll talk with Helly O'Dana, or actually we'll talk with the players of the match when we return here on the Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interest at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on.
Juggling my family schedule is a full-time job. Between school, dance practice, work, there's little time left to worry about much else. That's why I use real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. With real-time banking, I know that when I make a deposit, the money goes straight to my account. No delays, no waiting, no wondering. And I get to focus on what's important.
Real-time deposits, real-time access, real-time banking from Home Federal Bank. Always within reach.
For great food, fun, and entertainment, visit the Oasis on Highway 25E in Harrogate, Tennessee, with a new drive-thru to better serve you. At the Oasis, you can enjoy a great lunch buffet or order from the great menu that the tri-state area has grown to love. Pizza, salad bar, and a tasty sandwich from the deli. And don't forget your favorite beverages. Check out the live music each week at the Oasis, where regional and local bands strut their stuff to a packed house. Or stop by and catch the big race on the big screen. All roads lead to the Oasis, 6341 Cumberland Gap Parkway in Harrogate, Tennessee. Phone in your order, 423-869-8000.
Back once again, the LMU Soccer Complex with our University Medical Clinic Defensive Player of the Match, Callum Holmes. Surprise, surprise. Callum, big win today for you and your team over a Montevallo team that came in here knowing that this was a must-win situation, a team that had beat a common opponent in Eckerd College. So was that a psychological factor against you guys, having lost to Eckerd earlier in the year today?
I mean, it might be, but I mean, both teams knew coming to this game it was a must-win for both, so I think both teams just went at it, and thankfully we came out on top.
Let's talk about the pressure earlier. I mean, especially for the defense. I thought that Montevallo wasted no time right out of the gate today coming at you guys with everything they had offensively. Some close calls in the first half. I think there was one non-keeper save down there in the net. But all in all, I thought a very strong performance defensively for us today.
Yeah, I mean, we were under pressure for a lot of the game today, but we managed to keep the ball at crucial times and get the 2 goals that we needed.
Let's talk about last week with Coker coming into today's match. I know that we wanted to get it started off on the conference schedule with a victory. We went to a tie. That put us in a situation where we came in today at 1-2-1. What was the situation in terms of it being a must-win for us today?
I mean, in terms of going to nationals at the end of the year, Montevallo is always a team that if you play them, you want to win because they'll beat a lot of teams this year. So when it comes down to ranking at the end of the year, it'll be good for us to get a win over them.
Saturday, you got Newberry coming in here, a team that's hungry for its first win of the year, and obviously being a conference matchup, it's very critical because first, before we can get to the national tournament, we've got to go through the conference tournament.
I mean, Newberry's a team we should beat. If we play to our full potential, we should comfortably win. But saying that, we have to show up and we have to play well.
Callum, congratulations on a great match today. You're our University Medical Clinic Player of the Match.
Thank you very much.
All right, Callum Holm, our Defensive Player of the Match today. We're going to be joined now by Mario Pinto, our University Medical Clinic Offensive Player of the Match. Pinto with 1 goal today, scored the opening goal, also assisted on the other one. Mario, I tell you, it seems like whatever happens, whether it's a goal or not, you seem to be around the ball. Tell us today what it was like out there for you offensively. I know that we had a lot of looks, but there for the longest time we couldn't really seem to get one close to the frame.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that would be a hard game, and we prepared ourselves to press them hard on the sides that we knew that they had like some players that we could go for it, like me and Pedro on the other side, and we could score the goal in the beginning and try to score another one. And at the second half, I mean, I gave the assist to Leo, and we could like hold the game and get the win that we need that.
Coming into the match, I had talked with former rail splitter Marcelo Galafasi a little bit about the style of play that Montevallo has, and he said that they had played a lot of possession style, but they had gone more so to the direct style here as of late. Did they do anything different in the scouting report than what you thought they would do?
No, they did exactly the same that we thought they were going to do, and then we tried to hold their side players, and Gus and Harry did a great job to holding them, and our midfield could play and we could get the result.
Mario, congratulations. Great match today. Good luck on Saturday against Newberry.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, Helly O'Dana, we'll talk with him about today's win and about this coming weekend's matchup with Newberry. Stay with us right here on the LMU Sports Network.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information. Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
I'm joined by Helly O'Dana, head coach of the Lincoln Memorial University men's soccer team, as the Rail Splitters have just defeated the University of Montevallo 2-1. Coach, it brings back fond memories. I'm looking back again. I have to keep going back to that. I got the opportunity to visit with Marcelo Galafasi earlier. You are still undefeated against Montevallo since the 2007 semifinals.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Marcelo Galafasi used to be a player for us in 2007. And now he became the athletic trainer for Montevallo. So it was bittersweet for him, I'm sure. But I take one game at a time with Montevallo. They're such a great program and such a good team. And as the boys mentioned, they're going to make a run, to which I hope they do. And it will make us look even better for this win. It was a big regional win.
Let's go back to the beginning of the match. I thought they pressured you from an offensive standpoint early, but the defensive effort really rose to the occasion. I was very surprised, though, right after we picked up that first goal, that maybe we got a little bit lax, maybe we weren't as attentive as we needed to be, but that goal seemed like entirely too easy.
Yeah, part of it is it was such a, not a gamble, but such a high risk tactic that they used. But it's one of those, I mean, if I just release them and let them counterattack, yeah, we might put a couple of goals against them, but we might take a couple of goals. So it was a kind of a tough game for us, because this is a team that, with the high pressure and with the numbers they send at us, we had to respect. So we had to play safe, and maybe I could have done differently and get a bigger results, but the bigger result I was looking for, I got.
Coach, let's talk about it. Go back to the magnitude of this win again. Obviously, in terms of Montevallo, in terms of Lincoln Memorial, being with the records you had, 2-2 coming into this one, 1-2-1. This was a must-win situation for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season ahead, and you cannot say that this would have been a devastating loss or a season-ending loss. But at the end of the day, we got to show results against the teams that are contending for the national championship, and this was one. And now we tied one last week with Coker, won this one. We collect a couple of more results and take care of the rest of the season. We're going to look good at the end.
Let's talk about Saturday. You got the Wolves of Newberry coming in here. It's going to be a conference matchup. It's your conference home opener. Obviously, Newberry's a team that's hungry for that first win, so they're kind of a dangerous team coming in here on Saturday.
Particularly for what I just heard my captain say, that we should win, and I need to work on that. That's part of my job, because Newberry never makes it easy for us. I respect the program. Last year we beat them 1-0, and it took everything that we could do. But it's good that the kids are confident and kids are excited. But my job now is to get them down to earth.
Coach, obviously the women will play again on Saturday. They're undefeated in the league right now with that victory over Coker on Saturday. For your women and your men, it's their first doubleheader here at home this year, so it's a big day Saturday all in all.
And for the women, Newberry is a different look for the women than it is for the men. But for the women, it's a critical game. It's a team that in the past 2-3 years had our number, and not by much, close matches, and it totally drop us from the upper half of the standings. So we didn't host in the past 2-3 years. You could pick any game, but I'll pick Newberry. Newberry has been the team that has been sort of holding us back. So again, I'm going to prepare the kids' minds for that, but it's a critical game for us.
Coach, big win today. Congratulations. Obviously, we're looking forward to Saturday's matchup. Today, nice temperatures out here. Not the best of field conditions in terms of the rain that came in, but all in all, good afternoon. Let's hope for sunshine Saturday and hope that things turn the Rail Splitters' way again.
Yeah, we play under sun and snow and rain, so we'll hope for a good game.
Coach, congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, the Rail Splitters win it here today. Your final score, 2-1, Lincoln Memorial over the University of Montevallo. That improves the LMU men to 2-1 on the year, and they will be in action at 3:30 on Saturday when they host the Wolves of Newberry. Don't forget that afternoon of broadcast and of play starts at 1 o'clock as the Lady Rail Splitters host the Wolves as well, and that'll be first touch at 1 o'clock. Special thanks to all of our broadcast sponsors for today's matchup, University Medical Clinic, Old Town Grill, Farm Bureau Insurance, Home Federal Bank, Subway, of course, Oasis, K&K Metal, all proud sponsors of Lincoln Memorial University athletics. And, again, your technical direction today by Adam Haley. We want to thank everybody behind the scenes of Lincoln Memorial University Sports Network. Until Saturday, so long, everybody.